Admission edition. Tournament success means more people want to apply. But is it the same for BYU?
Bandage Brothers. Why fans may see more tape and ice packs than blocks and touchdowns.
Family affair. Baseball runs in the blood of some of our Cougars, and not just at the college level. I'm Emmanuel Nah.
And I'm Kara Teo. Batter up. It's time for the Tube.
It's so good to have you on set today. Gotta love talking about sports. Isn't that the truth? March seems like the perfect month to do that. Basketball's in the air, and I love college basketball.
It's been a great month. Busted brackets left and right. This month has really taken everyone for a ride. College basketball is an exciting time for students and fans in general. Making it to the tournament only adds to fan hysteria. But what else does it do for a university? CougTube reporter Clint Martinson dug into the numbers to find out the secret. And Clint, are we the only university that does this?
You know we aren't. Virginia Commonwealth, Butler, George Mason, and Gonzaga have all benefited from NCAA tournament success. Whenever there's a Cinderella story, it seems that more people want to get into the Royal Ball. These lesser-known colleges have found that the tourney adds a whole lot more than just fanfare. The four schools report that their admissions all have gone up significantly, with some like George Mason and Butler having theirs go up by 40%. They credit the rise in popularity to their tournament success. Both schools estimate that they netted $677 million and $450 million respectively in free advertising. BYU's recent publicity in the tournament has admission numbers on the rise and continuing to increase.
To be able to share that, you know, we go to the big dance and we've been there the past 6 years, that's a big deal.
BYU hopes to keep the momentum surging and spread its reputation just like the other schools. Athletic success seems to entice applicants to check out a school and find out what else it has to offer.
It could be people's first impression of a university. So the more exposure you can get through athletics, the more people I think will want to come to the school.
The effects are already starting to be seen as the BYU buzz is spreading beyond the Beehive State. Tournament effects go beyond just university admissions. Butler and George Mason's merchandise, ticket sales, and more skyrocketed after their deep run in the dance. And it really makes me wonder what the reactions are going to be to BYU's epic comeback win versus Iona this year.
Thanks, Clint.
You'll see a familiar face when you tune into CBS Sports today. Coach Dave Rose will be a guest studio analyst for the network's NCAA tournament coverage. This is the second time Rose will roll on camera for CBS. He also served as a guest analyst for the 2010 tournament after BYU's second-round heartbreaker against Kansas State. He'll be on air twice today, joining host Adam Zucker and Brent Stover from 2 to 5 this afternoon, then returning with Stover and Steve Lapis from 8 to 11 tonight. Why would CBS want Rose? Well, he has a .774 winning percentage at BYU, leading the Cougars to 6 straight 25-plus win seasons and 6 NCAA tournament berths in a row. So that means he's kind of a big deal. The BYU football team will hold a public spring scrimmage tomorrow at noon at LaVell Edwards Stadium. The scrimmage is scaled down this year, more on that in a moment, and comes at the end of the third week of practice instead of the usual fourth to avoid overlapping with the LDS General Conference. Admission is free and gates open at 11.
Today is the last day of practice before BYU's spring scrimmage. The Cougars have cruised through spring to get in gear for the fall. CougTube reporter Brandon Steele is at the football practice field. And Brandon, what do the Cougars have scheduled?
Well, tomorrow was originally scheduled to be the annual spring game, but due to an excessive amount of injuries, Coach Mendenhall decided to downgrade the game to a short scrimmage featuring mostly reserve players.
I don't know what else to say.
It's football, but
Crap would be what I would say, I guess. For lack of a better word.
Spring is usually when coaches begin to evaluate their talent for the fall, but the Cougars have been limited by a laundry list of injuries. Expected starters have spent more time in the training room than on the field, putting team development behind schedule.
Of the 11 guys that ended the season last year that were projected to start the season next year, it's basically me and Cody and then Mike and Juice, but Mike and Juice haven't been getting any live team reps.
The team is taking advantage of their situation by getting reserve players increased practice time to add depth to the depleting roster. Cougar captains have taken the task of getting injured players into the team in the offseason, making up for lost practice time.
We'll have our player run practices all throughout the summer and hopefully get them groove back in.
It is what it is, though. That's the problem, is you can't do anything about it. And then we'll just have to kill it in July, man. We have no other option but to make up those reps that we missed right now in June and July and in the summer.
No spring game means Cougar fans will have to wait until the fall to get their first look at next year's squad. Reporting for CougTube, Brandon Steele. Back to you.
Thanks, Brandon. A former Cougar linebacker is headed to the Cotton Bowl Hall of Fame. Shea Moorbrook led the BYU defense in their win over Kansas State in the 1996 Cotton Bowl, recording 11 tackles, 6 sacks, and forcing a safety. Moorbrook was a 4-year starter for BYU, earning 3 All-WAC honors as well as WAC Defensive Player of the Year in '96.
The number 4 BYU men's volleyball team is set to play 2 matches on the road against number 9 Long Beach State this weekend. The Cougars are coming off 2 impressive road wins against Hawaii that extended their win streak to 6 games. BYU is 17-4 overall this season compared to Long Beach State's 10-11 record. The Cougars have 5 players with more than 100 kills on the season, led by senior Rob Stoll with 263. They also have a dominant defense. They average 3.3 blocks per set compared to 1.7 blocks per set by their opponents. You can follow tonight and tomorrow's matches at 8 o'clock on Game Tracker and online radio.
When CougTube returns, baseball brothers. Family history for these guys have a different swing than most others.
And Cougar candidates, soccer and basketball seasons are over, but some BYU athletes are still racking up the awards. Stay with us. The BYU softball team played their first home game of the season, defeating Idaho State 5-2. Cougar pitchers combined to throw 8 strikeouts and gave up only 1 walk. A 4-run 4th inning highlighted the victory for the Cougars. Jessica Dugas and Anna Hudson each had an RBI, and second baseman Stacy Toney hit a solo shot, making it her 3rd homer of the season. The BYU baseball team opened their home season with a doubleheader against the Seattle Redhawks. In the first game, Seattle's pitching held the Cougars to just 1 run in a 2-1 Redhawk victory. In the nightcap, Cougar southpaw Mark Anderson tossed 6 innings and gave up only 2 runs. BYU's offense came alive, driving in 9 to secure the Cougar win.
Everyone has memories of ball games with their families, even if it's just for the peanuts and Cracker Jacks. CougTube reporter Miranda Montgomery tells us why for several of this year's BYU baseball players, playing at a professional level is a family affair.
Alex Wolf and Jason Brugman were both drafted into the minor leagues straight out of high school, but both chose to play ball for a college education instead of a minor league paycheck.
For these BYU athletes, America's favorite pastime runs in the family.
Wolf draws his passion for the game from his dad, who played professionally for the California Angels. And before that, his grandpa, who played in the 60s for the St. Louis Cardinals. And Wolf believes he was born to play baseball.
And played in the minor leagues. And my dad, ever since I could walk, I was swinging a baseball bat. And so from him and from other family members, my whole family's a really big baseball family.
Wolf isn't the only Cougar with family ties to the show. Starter Jason Brugman and his brother-in-law Derek Cohn were high school teammates before playing together at BYU. Cohn is now playing in the minors for the Dodgers organization. Brugman says their love for the game creates a unique relationship.
For us, it's just kind of like a boost confidence for each other, just keep positive vibes between each other and encourage each other.
Whether or not Wolf and Brugman get called up to the majors, they say baseball is something they hope to pass on to their children. At Miller Park, Miranda Montgomery, CougTube.
Wolf, Brugman, and the rest of the Cougars are back in action this weekend in a doubleheader against the Portland Pilots. The BYU men's golf team brought their season best to the Desert Shootout in Goodyear, Arizona, scoring 14 under 274 in the first round. 4 Cougars are in the top 30 on the leaderboard, including junior Zach Blair sitting at 2nd. Blair tied for the most birdies and sits just 2 strokes out of first place. The Cougars have 2 more rounds before the tournament ends.
Utah fans can choose the best sports moments, coaches, and players of 2011 and see them win in the State of Sports Awards. The Utah Sports Commission is planning this event to honor those in sports who both inspire and entertain, and the fans themselves get to choose the winners. BYU has a good showing with several coaches and players in the running. Nominees include basketball coach Dave Rose for Coach of the Year. Current Cougars Lexi Eaton, Carly Payne, and Riley Nelson are up for awards, as well as former Cougar Jimmer Fredette. You can visit 11news.byu.edu through this upcoming week to vote. The winners will be announced at the award ceremony the first week of April. After almost 4 decades, legendary swim coach Tim Powers retired, and a familiar face takes his place. BYU hired assistant coach of 4 years John Brooks as the new head of the swim team, and he comes with an impressive experience background. Having coached 3 swimmers who competed in the Olympic Games, Brooks is choosing his assistant coaches and will announce his new staff in the coming weeks.
Cougar women's swimmer Haley Campbell is back from competing in the women's double NCAA championship, and BYU men's diver Brandon Watson is ready for his turn this weekend. Campbell competed in both the 100 and 200 meter backstroke, placing in the top 50 in both, and Watson will be competing in 1 and 3 meter diving championships that start today in Washington. While men's volleyball is rolling, the women are gearing up to play as well. As part of their spring practices, the Cougars play 4 exhibition matches after taking on defending Great West Conference champion UVU. BYU will take on Utah today in the Smith Fieldhouse at 3. They'll face both the Utes and Wolverines one more time before heading to Brazil and Argentina on a South American tour. The Cougars only lost 3 players from their 21-9 season, so they'll look to build on that success this next fall.
When Couture returns, cheer champions. Cougarettes aren't the only ones taking over the nation. Now the squad has gold necklaces of their own.
And rugby rampage. The men in shorts ran past the Gales and get ready for their final match of the season. We'll be right back. The longest athletic season at BYU has finally come to an end as the cheerleaders cap their season with a national title. CougTube reporter Kyle Pettit met with the champs to find out what it takes to rally up a gold medal.
Cheerleading starts in early August and goes all the way until Nationals in March. That's 8 months of what they describe as blood, sweat, and tears.
I mean, when you have people like flying up forever in the air and then you have to catch them, there's elbows, there's things that go wrong all the time.
BYU cheer last won Nationals in 1996 when Jocelyn Allen was just the assistant coach. As head coach, she brought with her the focus needed to take the team to the top of the pyramid.
That was our goal at the beginning of the year, to win Nationals. And every practice, we said, do it because we want to win Nationals, do it for each other. And so when it finally came around and we won Nationals, it was so exciting.
And if you ask any cheerleader or go to an open gym to see for yourself, it is nothing but hard work.
Prove it? Can you do a backflip? Can you throw people in the air? Can you do what we do? Are you getting hit every 2 seconds like we do? Do you have girls biting through their lips?
The cheerleaders are now sporting new backpacks and gold medals. On BYU campus, Kyle Pettit, CougTube.
I can't believe how high they threw that girl. I definitely won't be doing that anytime soon. But if you want to see if you have what it takes, cheer tryouts are April 20th and 21st.
The number 38 ranked BYU men's tennis team opens up WCC play this weekend in California. The players are coming off a week break to play number 34 Santa Clara and the University of San Francisco. USF beat the Cougars last year, and Coach Brad Pierce says he knows both WCC teams are dangerous. BYU is currently on a 7-game win streak. It was a bittersweet senior night for women's gymnastics as Southern Utah edged BYU in the last home meet for 5 Cougars. 2 of those seniors had quite a send-off in the Smith Fieldhouse. Natalie Eyre-Pickard posted high scores in the vault, bars, and beam, and Kristen Koval tied Eyre-Pickard's high on the vault and beam. Sophomore Jordan Hayden had a night to remember, too, with career best scores in both the beam and floor. BYU's best team score came on the floor with a score of 48.875, but it wasn't enough as the Cougars fell by just a little more than a half point. BYU will try to bounce back tonight in Boise as they take on the Broncos in their final regular season meet.
The Western Conference won't know what hit them as rugby team heads to Colorado and Wyoming in just a few days. The Cougars face Colorado State on Thursday and the University of Wyoming on Saturday in their final 2 matches of the season. Coach David Smith says it's no time to lose focus, even though his team demolished both teams last year with a combined score of 228-3. Smith plans on bringing the whole squad to Fort Collins and Laramie to divide the workload and to make sure they simply come out in one piece, especially with 2 conference teams on the road. You can visit BYU Rugby's Facebook and Twitter feeds for more information on updated scores and upcoming games. While rugby's on the road, second-ranked BYU lacrosse will look to make it 5 in a row when they host number 6 Oregon tomorrow. The Ducks fly in on a 4-game win streak of their own with a 6-2 record, but the Cougars counter at 9-1, coming off a 29-9 thrashing at MSU Mankato, and you can catch the match at 7 tomorrow night at Northfield.
You know, Kara, a lot of people don't realize how good BYU's lacrosse team really is. I mean, it's still a sport that's growing in popularity, but they're ranked 2nd in the nation.
Definitely.
Fans should definitely catch that game if they can.
Yeah. When Coug2 comes back, we'll tell you who we think is going straight to the Final 8. We've got predictions when we come back.
And temperatures are soaring. It finally feels like spring. 11 game time weather when we return.
So Lydia, I'm glad it's nice outside, but I feel like I've just been teased for a few weeks. Really nice in the week, rains on the weekends. Really nice again. It just keeps getting my hopes up.
I know what you mean. I mean, I want to pull out the t-shirts, but I can't quite put away the sweaters. I mean, I don't know what to do.
It kind of feels like that, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Mother Nature is teasing us here. It's actually, you know, it's really warm today, and it's gonna be. I mean, we're in the mid-70s. I mean, look outside. It's nice. It's warm. And it's sunny. It's beautiful. And, you know, we're a little bit overcast right now, but warming up throughout the rest of the day, we're going to get up to the mid-70s today. So right now, we're at about 64 degrees. Wind speeds are pretty low. I've seen people enjoying the sunshine outside, busting out the sandals. But, you know, just really nice day. And this is going to continue throughout the weekend, guys. So we do get to enjoy this weekend. Even though it'll be a little bit overcast, it will be so beautiful. So this is what it looks like from above. We have... Right now, we're kind of in the clear here, and some clouds coming in, moving in, so sunshine and clouds throughout the rest of the day and throughout the weekend, but still warm, no precipitation. But then this storm here is coming around and is probably going to be hitting us around Monday, and then we can expect a little bit of rain, potentially even snow. I hate to say that. It always feels like we have the rain and then some snow, but spring is here, and I think hopefully maybe that's the last one. So. Southern Utah, they are in the high 70s, gorgeous weather, beautiful sunshine today, and then staying up. I mean, we're almost at 80 degrees here on Sunday, so beautiful weekend, even if it's a little cloudy. And then Monday, when that storm does hit, some rain, but nothing too terrible. And a temperature drop will come with that, but then warming back up again by Tuesday, so it'll get nice again. And then Wasatch Front, same thing, a little bit cooler, so in the mid-70s, although going up to 74 on Sunday. Beautiful weather then, so take advantage, take those picnics. And then on Monday, we don't have a picture here because it could be snow, it could be rain. It's a little bit of a mix, probably most likely some snow during the day and then some rain later. Hopefully no snow at all, but that spring is coming. And then on Tuesday, temperatures will heat back up to 61 and then keep warming up. So the spring is here. There's this last little snowstorm, but it's on its way out. I mean, we are in spring. It's official. So, and then this evening, 6 p.m. on Miller Field, we have softball. And good luck to the Lady Cougars. Calm wind speeds, nice. It'll be a little bit more overcast, but perfect for watching a game. And really nice weather, warm. Enjoy it and take advantage of that.
Thanks a lot, Lydia. Now it's time for everyone's favorite part of the show, predictions, where unfortunately Lydia proves to be right most of the time, and I am struggling. So take a look at the records. I'm 6-4. Lydia's slowing down a little bit at 10-6. Kara, this is her first time with us, and she's 0-0. I wish I could be back there. Reporters are 9-7. Somehow they got ahead of me. As we look forward to the games that we're predicting, coming up, we've got Kentucky versus Indiana. Huge, huge game. I, along with Kara and Lydia, pick Kentucky. The reporters believe in an upset. They are taking Indiana. Anthony Davis will be a hard one to stop against them. NC State and Kansas, we've got a mixed bunch here. A couple people taking Kansas, a couple of us taking NC State. That'll be a great game. If Kansas wins, you know, I could increase my rapport with the people here in our newsroom. I know that my record is not that good, but it will get better. You believe the reporters
I really do believe that Indiana's going to upset Kentucky. Yeah, they did it once. They'll do it again.
You think they're going to repeat?
I really do.
I just don't see it. I mean, if BYU is in it, you'd probably think that They were going to beat Kentucky as well.
I don't know about that, but I have a good feeling about Indiana.
Sure.
In that NC State game, I'm rooting for the underdogs. I mean, I'm not on the other game, but NC State, come on, you gotta.
Well, how exciting has the tournament been in general? I mean, it's just been unbelievable. Wish BYU would have made it a little bit farther.
Would have been nice.
Grateful they beat Iona, though. That was a big game for BYU. Tough against Marquette. That was a tough one for sure.
Yeah, my pessimism didn't pay off.
Well, my record's getting better. I'm telling you.
Still look good.
I'm a downer.
You
I'm
still
sorry.
look good.
I'm paying for it, so.
All right, well, that's CougTube for Friday, March 23rd.
If you want another look at the stories we did today or to share them with your friends, check out our CougTube section of our website, 11news.byu.edu.
Thanks for joining us. Have a great afternoon, and go Cougs.